Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage.
Hey, thanks for joining us on today's video. Listen, man, movie cars are still some of the most exciting, collectible, and fun cars to own. And in this case here, if you guys haven't seen Smokey and the Bandit, this one right here set the whole world on fire. That movie with Burt Reynolds in this car made it an icon. Very much like the DeLorean became one, very much like Eleanor became one. And in this case here, we have a fully restored, beautifully done, black, 4-speed, matching numbers car, loaded with options including air conditioning, power windows, the WS6 package with the 4-wheel disc brakes and the handling that goes with it. So let's take a look around. It's all been taken apart and redone, so let's start with some paint quality. This is definitely not circa 1979 General Motors paint. If you wanted that, this is not the car for you. This car is restored and it is really nice, so check this out for a minute, man. Look how freaking clear that is. That is fabulous. As a matter of fact, I'm sorry, did you guys want to know what time it was? There you go. I get all this rapping on the tube about, you know, how I check this and how I knock my watch in the paint. I've never knocked my watch into the paint, so off my back. Anyway, the gold call outs on the car, I think the black and gold is great. These cars can also come in an edition called the Bandit Edition, and this is the way they would have come, and they look equally as fine. And this one is done beautifully. So the difference also too is on these wheels here, these are the 15x7 snowflakes, so you get the lip in here, and it makes the whole wheel look so much better. The 15x8s. The 15x7s are missing this, so they're really flat, and they just don't give the car the look. We spent the money to make sure that we got all those on this car. Fresh set of radial TAs all the way around, and it's just really, just take a look down the body of this thing. All right, come on over here if you could for a second, because I want you to see underneath. You guys need to look under here. Check this out, man. Beautifully restored all the way around. And I have to tell you that these cars are icons, from the splitter exhaust tips that come around here to all the way with the blacked out trim back here. And when I start this car, this is not a stock 400. This engine was rebuilt. It's had some power added to it. It's not all smogged out and decammed and circa 1979 power. It definitely brings a lot more to the party and sounds wonderful. So let's take a peek under the hood, because you know this is the kind of car that you could own, but you could also take to a car show. All right, so here we have the shaker hood, and what it is the reason most of you guys will know that, some of you don't. I'll tell you why it's called the shaker hood, is because when the hood is closed, it sticks through the hood, but it's actually bolted to the engine. So while the engine's idling, especially this engine here with an upgraded camshaft for a little bit more power, you get that lumpy kind of sound that sounds really kind of race car style. It shakes even a little bit more. This has the cold air induction right here. It's getting the cold air from inside the fender, and it's all nicely detailed. Engine's painted, correct valve covers on there, air conditioning, power 4-wheel disc brakes, power steering, just nicely detailed, all painted under here. This is a little over restored. That's a good thing and a bad thing. The bad thing is, if you went to the Trans Am Nationals, you'd probably get dinged for this being too shiny, the bolts being too nice, and the underside being too nice as well. But I don't really care, because for me, I want a car that's over restored all day long, because I'm going to drive it. I'm going to take it to some local shows, and I'm going to have some really good times with it, and I know I'm getting a really nice quality car. The quad headlamps are great. Just the styling of this car is awesome. And as you look around, it's really coming back as a collectible as well, especially these big 400s with the 4-speeds. This is a pretty nice styling feature. First off, the Trans Am call out on the back. You know, I was in high school when these were out, and only the rich kids got them. So now I'm a little scarred by that, but I'm through therapy. See, I can't even say therapy anymore. Through therapy, I was able to work it out. All right, so check this out. Gas is here, and the trunk lock is here, so it's kind of nice the way they kept that styling of this tail panel kind of all fluid like that. All right, so check this out. Original spare tire in here. Look at this. Inflator. Jack, instructions. This is really detailed, man. Here's the T-top bags. Look how nicely detailed the trunk is. Beautifully done. And like I said, man, this is one of those cars you can drive to a show, pop the hood and the trunk open, hang out for a little bit, and then go for a ride. All right, let's check out the inside. All right, so I think this is one of General Motors' nicest styled interiors, as well as some great luxury features on a muscle car. So for instance, like here, you got power windows, okay? We have air conditioning. We have full gauges, including a 6,000 RPM tach, tilt wheel, Got the 3-spoke wheel on here, which is really nice looking. Another nice feature that I see on the car, and not so much a feature as it is a level of the restoration of the car, is that the clock works on there. Typically these clocks didn't work, you know, a year after you own them, let alone 3 years later. But this one does, and works really nicely. It's got an upgraded sound system. Just everything from even the interior back here has all been restored. Like, check this out. Sorry, it does not come standard with a leaf. But look at that, even the seat belts are all done. Just really nicely done car. Black. And I will tell you that the view from here with the shaker hood, because this has the mesh in the back there so it can get the actual fresh air so it actually works, looks really good. So how about I fire it up for you so you can hear what it sounds like? And one other small feature I wanted to show you was, with the WS6 package, you get rear disc brakes. Keep in mind, this car is circa 1979. Most cars had drum brakes for sure in the rear. Some still had 4-wheel drum brakes. But this car here, 4-wheel disc brakes. A little bit ahead of its time. You know, these cars are continuing to climb in value. We're talking about a black car. We're talking about matching numbers 400. We're talking about a 4-speed car, factory air conditioning, power windows, T-tops that are removable, that make for just a great car. So in the world of cars that are like not only collectible but they're fun, like this car here sets the bar. And when you get a car that's restored as well, it's a no-brainer. So WS6, 4-speed, 400, black Trans Am, man. Nothing else to be said. And keep in mind, this is that last year for that big motor. And if you wanted some great muscle car, this could be it. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000 and we'll tell you all about it.